Well, guess what? Christian didn't call again this morning. So here's the results. Here's where I was. I done 6 crosses this week. I spent 35 quid. I don't usually spend that much, but I went for the BMW, the 10 grand a month for 12 months and £50,000 cash on top. So I thought, yeah, go for it. Spend a bit extra this week. I don't normally spend that much, but I did this week. So, how well have I done? Zone 3 again, of course. I think that's about 6 weeks in a row. So what do I think of where this is? I haven't seen the judges' video so far because I've only just got back home. I didn't have a problem with the guy on the left. I thought he's looking along that line somewhere. I mean, even where they've put it is sort of, it's roughly that area, and you're never going to get it exact. It's perception for each individual. My problem was this fella on the right-hand side here. You can't see his eyes. When you put the magnifying glass over his eyes, you can't see his pupils to see exactly where he's looking. So it was a tricky one. Although looking from here, it looks like it's a straight line more or less from his forehead. And I'll guess that's what the judges have done. But yeah, I only had £4.53 back, so I was a bit disappointed. Alright, let's have a look at the judges, see what they've done. Good grief! Look at the spread on this week. My word! Look how wide these bands are. Well, that one's got to go, isn't it? This one here on the right, because that's I don't know whose that is. I'm colourblind, so I can't match it up over here. But that's way out from. If you look at his eyes, he's looking up in that direction, roughly, isn't he? Where all these ones in the middle have gone. How on earth you can get it all the way over there and all the way up there amazes me. That's completely bonkers. I can have a look in a minute, see whose that cross that is. And there's one over here, which I suppose if you look at his eyes, at a stretch, it could have been out that far, but I don't really think so. It looks like the main cluster is all roughly around here, so they've definitely got to take those 2 extreme ones out. That I can't get over this one right over on the right. I mean, look at his eyes. How on earth can you put that over there? That makes no sense at all. Let's have a look, see what they've taken out or left in or whatever. Okay, well, they've taken out 2, and then they've taken out Andy Braithwaite's and Jenna Shalaki's. They must have been that must have been the bonkers one over here, somewhere up there in the crowd, and this one over here. So they've left 6 in, and that makes sense to me. I mean, look, those 6 are all roughly in the same group, and they're all sort of each points of that big cross. So yeah, I guess that's pretty fair. That, like I said, I'm not overly bitter about it this week because the fella in the red, like I said, you know, I was alright with that sort of area, but it was a complete guesswork from this fella on the right where he was going to go. But to be fair, the judges all went in roughly the same sort of area, so they all perceived it roughly the same. Let's have a look at what I've done for next week, because weirdly I've already done it, and I'll explain why in a minute. So here's my one for next week. Well, this week's game, next week's results. I figured that the guy in the middle is looking more or less towards the camera, isn't he? So it's got to be roughly in a straight line. Could be over here to the left a bit, but, you know, when it came down to it, I had to commit in the end. This fella, he's looking slightly towards us. Perhaps he's just headed it. I don't know. It looks like it the way his body's twisted. He's looking sort of roughly in that direction, and this fella's looking at an alien spaceship in the distance. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's drunk. So I've put 6... Have I put 6 crosses there? No, I've put 4. I've put 4 crosses there. There's 2 doublers in that area. And why I've played it this week so early is normally I think everybody leaves it till Tuesday until they've got their credit back and they know how much credit they've got left to play and how much money they've got to add. However, I quite often play for the camper. I mentioned this last week when Colin Duffy won. I usually play for that Ford Transit camper. Well, Monday, they had the deal just for the day that it was a third off all Ford vehicles. So I thought, bloody hell. I can't leave it. I have to do it. So the tickets for the camper van was only £1.40, plus the £1.50 for the extra 50 grand, of course. So I had to commit. And spend £10.20 the day before I got my credit. So I don't know what I'll spend my measly £4 something credit on. I might leave it till next week now. Although I'll take a guess that later this week, one of the brands that they'll do a third off will be the Volkswagen, which means the Volkswagen camper will be a third off. So I may use my credit for that. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm not 100% convinced where I've put my my crosses for next week. But you know, there's only so often you can keep looking at them. What I tend to do is I'll do them at the beginning of the week, and then I'll come back to them through the week, and I might move them. Then I'll have a different perspective 2 days later. I might move them again. But like, I wanted to commit for this camper, so I had to put them. But still, it's the winning cross is never where you thought it was anyway, is it? So I could be spot on, or it could be zone 3 again. Who knows? Anyway, nice and short one this week. Don't forget, now remember, Thursday, 2 days time, will be the first day of the month. So it'll be the Auto Trader electric car giveaway again. So keep an eye out for that. That's free entry to win an electric car. Anyway, cheers guys. Speak again next week. Good luck.